Hello students, this is a class for BA part 2nd. We will be doing the final part of Ode to West Wind, a poem by P.B. Celery. I am Dr. Anil Dadij and we have been doing this poem in last 3 lectures and we talked about the power of west wind over earth, in the sky and in the ocean. And he says that he presents west wind as the supreme power. It is wild, it is uncontrollable, and he ultimately, in my last lecture we talked about the prayer that the poet made to west wind. He wants to be lifted as a wave, a leaf, or a cloud, and he gives an autobiographical description of his life. He says, I fall upon the thorns of life, I bleed. I bleed tells a lot about the personal miseries of the poet. He says that he has suffered a lot in his life, and that is why he wants to share the power of west wind when he says that he wants to share the impulse of thy strength. ऐसा वो बोलता है, ओ uncontrollable, and he gives you the idea of west wind in 3 words only, that it is tameless, no one can control, it is very swift, the speed, and proud. And we talk that it is not a negative emotion. Proud is very positive, it is very, you can say, a pious side of a man's spirit. When one has the confidence, has the conviction that he has never done anything wrong in his life, and then the kind of attitude one adopts is that of pride. One feels proud of oneself. So he says, I am also like that. And now we reach to the final concluding part of the poem when he says, make me thy lyre. What is lyre? Lyre is a musical instrument. Lyre is a musical instrument. वीणा जैसे होती है वैसे, तो वायर्ड इंस्ट्रूमेंट होता है. तो मेक मी दाई लायर. The poet wants to become the musical instrument in the hands. We know that he has been personifying west wind. He says, make me thy lyre even as the forest is. Just as west wind has made forest as its lyre. फॉरेस्ट से जब बहुत तेज हवा निकलती है तो इट अपीयर्स एज इफ somebody is playing a musical instrument. जो whistling sound है, that he talks कि make me thy lyre, make me thy musical instrument just as the forest is. What if my leaves are falling like its own, just as the forest is also bearing itself, losing its leaves? In the same manner, the poet says, I am also losing. What if my leaves are falling? My leaves are falling means my vitality is breaking down into pieces. So, what if my leaves are falling? What if I feel the autumnal decay in me? He says, what if my leaves are falling like its own? The tumult of thy mighty harmonies will take from both a deep autumnal tone. What do you mean by tumult? Tumult is actually the sound that comes out of the musical instrument. So, the wild rush of the wind that sounds like a resonance note of music, that is tumult. तो tumult की तरह से it will, the tumult of the mighty harmonies, the powerful harmonies are actually songs, the lyrics. तुमसे जो हारमोनीज निकलती है, जो सॉन्ग्स निकलते हैं, दे विल टेक फ्रॉम बोथ. बोथ मीन्स फ्रॉम द पोएट. when he shares the power of west wind. So the music played by west wind is not interpreted by many, just as Shelley is trying to interpret. He has felt the power of west wind's music, but he says not many people on this earth can interpret it. So he says the tumult of thy mighty harmonies will take from both. Both means from the poet and the west wind. A deep autumnal tone. A deep autumnal tone will come out, sweet though in sadness, although it will be melancholy, as we have read in the first stanza that all the leaves, dead leaves are taken away, they are carried away, but the seeds are preserved. So, prima facie, on the surface, we feel that autumn is actually a destroyer. But when we say that it is destroyer, when we see the trees getting bare, पत्तियां झड़ती हुई जब हमको दिखती है तो it is a scene of, you can say, decadence. So it may look very sad. So he says sweet though in sadness, although it is a sad scene, but still when we come across the second thing, that the autumn is actually, the west wind is actually the preserver of seeds also, तो it becomes sweet. क्योंकि अगर उन सीड्स को भी वो कैरी कर चुका होता, उनको उड़ा दिया होता और उनको प्रिजर्व नहीं किया होता, तो हाउ देयर वुड हैव बीन ए रीबर्थ, हाउ देयर वुड बी ए री वेजिटेशन. वापस से स्प्रिंग सीजन कहाँ से फ्लावर्स को लाते, कहाँ से बर्ड्स होते, ऐसा वो कहना चाहता है. तो वो कहता है ऑटमनल टोन में appear to be sad, but ultimately it will prove sweet. Be thou spirit fierce, my spirit. He makes this explicit request to the west wind. He says, be thou my spirit. You become my spirit. He says, I have become weaker. My power has become fragile now. So he says, be thou my spirit, O spirit fierce. एंड हु इज दिस स्पिरिट फियर्स? वेस्ट विंड. वेस्ट विंड को वो एड्रेस करता है कि यू आर फियर्स स्पिरिट, तो बी दाउ माई स्पिरिट, बी दाउ मी, यू बिकम मी. और कौन? इम्पैचुअस वन. इम्पैचुअस मीन्स अनकंट्रोलेबल, जिसको कंट्रोल किया ही नहीं जा सके, ऐसे इम्पैचुअस वन. बी दाउ मी, यू बिकम मी मीन्स आई ऑल्सो वॉन्ट टू बी अनकंट्रोलेबल. Drive my dead thoughts over the universe like withered leaves to quicken a new birth. Just as the withered leaves are spread, just as the seeds are carried away, in the same manner, he says, my thoughts seem to be, appear to be dead. They are withered. Nobody bothers about them, nobody pays heed, nobody heeds them. So he says, drive my dead thoughts over the universe, because you have the power to spread things. So he says, my thoughts, which appear to be dead or withered now, presently, but if you drive them away over the universe, like the withered leaves, तो किस लिए फैलाना है ये? To quicken a new birth, so that a new birth can be quickly take place. And by the incantation of this verse, incantation means chanting, singing, by the singing of this verse means this ode, particularly what he has presented here, by the incantation of this ode, scatter, फैला दो, इसी पोएम के माध्यम से स्कैटर कर दो, फैला दो, एज फ्रॉम एन अनएक्सटिंग्विश्ड हर्थ. हर्थ इज फायर प्लेस, अंगीठी या चूल्हा, और उसमें के चूल्हा कैसा, अंगीठी कैसी? अनएक्सटिंग्विश्ड. एक्सटिंग्विश मीन्स बुझाना, अनएक्सटिंग्विश्ड मीन्स विच इज नॉट येट काम्ड डाउन, बुझाई नहीं गई है जो. एज फ्रॉम एन अनएक्सटिंग्विश्ड हर्थ, ashes and sparks. Maybe my songs have ashes, but it does contain spark also. उसमें अंगारे भी हैं, उसमें शरारे भी हैं, उसमें स्पार्क्स भी हैं. तो यू स्कैटर द ashes and sparks, और ये ashes और sparks कहाँ किस में है? From the song, from this incantation of song, scatter ashes and sparks as from the an unextinguished earth. as आ गया तो simile. क्या फैलाना है? My words among mankind. I want my words to be spread among mankind. क्या? Be through my lips to unawakened earth. वो कुछ कहना चाहता है. He has something very special to share with the world. He has something very special to share with the mankind. पूरी मानव जाति के साथ वो कोई एक मैसेज है उसके पास, एक बात है जो बहुत 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 स्पेशल है. He wants to say कि ऐसे कोई नहीं सुन रहा. Nobody pays attention to that thing. So he says कि if you spread my word because you are so powerful, so if you can do that, be through my lips. मेरे होठों से निकलो. Be through my lips to unawakened earth, to this earth which is sleeping, which is not awakened, which does not know. और वो क्या फैलना है, क्या जाना है मेरे लिप से? द ट्रम्पेट ऑफ ए प्रोफेसी. ट्रम्पेट इज एक्चुअली द क्लैरियन. एक चेतावनी के लिए जो आवाज़ होती थी एट द टाइम ऑफ वॉर, ट्रम्पेट इज वॉज प्लेड कि द वॉर इज अबाउट टू बिगिन. दिस इज द ट्रम्पेट ऑफ ए प्रोफेसी. प्रोफेसी इज एक्चुअली prediction. I want to make a prediction, and this prediction is in the form of a trumpet. I want that this prediction should go to whole of the universe, to all the mankind. क्या? O wind, ये prediction पूरी दुनिया तक पहुँचे. ये बात, ये जो स्पेशल बात जिसके लिए वो बार बार after stanza says, oh here, I want to spread this word to the mankind, वो बोलूँ. क्या? If winter comes, can spring be far behind? This is the message. This is one of the most wonderful lines in whole of literature. If you understand this line, you will never feel depression in your life. What is this? If winter comes. Winter is actually symbolic of hard times, difficult times. जीवन में अगर मुश्किल समय है तो if winter comes, you know seed की बात करता है तो वो कहता है कि seed goes in hibernation, वो दबा रहता है ज़मीन में, मतलब no bloom, कहीं कोई bloom नहीं है winter में. It's all ice, it is all cold, it is all frozen in winter. तो he says वो frozen state भी है तो भी if winter comes, if life में if you have this kind of misfortune or you can say adverse timing, मुश्किल समय भी अगर है, difficult times है, if winter comes, can spring be far behind? Spring is actually good time, fortunate times. And you know, after winter, it is always a spring season. तो विंटर है तो स्प्रिंग सीजन क्या दूर है? अगला ही सीजन स्प्रिंग सीजन होता है. मतलब once you get over your difficulties, then your good times will begin. तो कभी भी do not despair. This is the ultimate message that the poet wants to communicate through this poem. कि do not be depressed, do not be sad, do not despair, because after every difficult time there is always a good time, there is always a fortunate time. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? ज़्यादा दूर रह सकता है क्या स्प्रिंग सीजन? नहीं. This is a rhetorical question, and rhetorical questions are those questions which imply the answer within. उत्तर उसी में सन्निहित होता है. The way you speak it उसमें डिपेंड करता है. Can spring be far behind? क्या स्प्रिंग दूर रह सकती है? Your automatic reaction will be that no, spring cannot be far behind if it is winter. So the message is very clear, and this message he wants to communicate it, that it should be communicated with full force to all of the mankind. Then only mankind, when mankind is not in a state of despair, निराशा की स्थिति में नहीं रहेगा, then only mankind will do something great, will hope to do, will dream to do, will adopt as their goal to do something great, something creative, something better for the mankind. This is actually the message that Shelley has presented in this poem. Thank you very much. If you have any doubt, if you have any problem with this poem, you can call me, you can send your queries on WhatsApp. Thank you very much. The poem is over.